Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live on January 18, and I'm a few minutes late. I'm so sorry. I thought this morning I was going to be on time. I had things going right, but no, I'm not. So you can find me every Wednesday morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And you can find me any other time on my website at dazzledbystamping.com. I'm still coming to you portrait because that's what Facebook is allowing right now. Morning, Nancy. I'm going to refresh my screen a second so I can see comments here. Good morning, Marcia. Hi, Carrie. I'm glad to see you all. Hi, Marlene. Sometimes I see your names, but I'm not sure if you... Oh, wow, Marcia's right on the ball today. Thanks for sharing. Good morning, Dina. Sometimes I see names pop up, but it doesn't necessarily... Hi, Dot. Oh, thanks for sharing, too. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're saying hi to me yet. Sometimes I see names and sometimes I don't, so it's kind of goofy. So before I get started, I have an apology if you guys get my my emails, if you're subscribed. Right. Hi, Linda. We missed you Saturday. I thought you were coming. Okay, so if you're on my mailing list for a retreat, there was a mistake because this was scheduled last week, and I didn't think to go and check out what I had scheduled. I haven't been doing online things, as you probably can tell, but I have been trying to clean up things and in-person things. So, there truly are only two spots left for retreat. This morning my email went out, 6 spots only. Well, that was last week or 2 weeks ago when I scheduled it, and then I forgot to look and see if anything was posting. So it's truly just 2 spots. Good morning, Jamie and Terry. Thank you for sharing, Dina. And I think I said stuff to everybody else. So anyway, it's just 2, not 6. So keep that in mind if you're wanting to sign up, register. And I will send an email out to everybody else who's not watching my live so that you know that that's not true. You don't have that much time. Okay. So I'm going to get started right away with my randomizer. I forgot. Oh, I have fun love cards. Well, they're not. One's a love ya, I think. Anyway, I used the Country Floral Lane designer paper last week. Oh, and it was with the stamp set, the Conversation, what's it called? Conversation Bubbles. Last week, because that's what I'm going to be using for my Dazzling Card Club. So I used the Country Floral Lane and the Conversation Bubbles to make really cute cards. So I have everybody loaded up. If you're new watching me, what I'm doing right now, I call my randomizer. I give away the projects that I make. Oh, hi, Janet. That I make while I'm live. And so if you share my video and then you need to come back and tell me that you shared, then I enter your name in a random drawing that I do the next week for getting the projects. So I have 2 of them, so I'm going to draw 2 names. So make sure that you share today if you would like a chance next week. Marlene, you are my winner. Did you win last week too? I know Jamie did after a week break. Congratulations, Marlene. If I didn't say VanderZouwen, that's who it is, in case another Marlene is watching. Okay, I'm picking another name and starting. Names just fly by. Alighire, yay. Okay. So we're done with that. Congratulations, Dot. All right, going back to... you're back. You got the book. Well, you didn't win this time. Okay, so today I decided that I was going to do a little different version of cards that we made at, I about said retreats next month, at Hostess Appreciation. So I'm going to be using adorable owls. If you don't have it, it's adorable. It's a celebration item. So it's something that you can choose free with a $50 order. So I'm going to be using that. And then, also I want to show you, and I'm going to use, just a sec, I need to get some pieces out of the way here so I don't lose it. So I'm going to be using, just really quick for one of my projects, I'm going to be using the Mini Boss. So this is the Boho Blue mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And the only way that you can get it right now is by joining my team. I love new people on my team, and I love my team. They're amazing. They helped out a lot at Hostess Appreciation. I don't know what was up with us on Saturday. We thought we were good. We thought we had everything all handled, and then I needed millions of people to help me get ready. So I was thankful for all you people. I get so much use out of the mini. It's so much fun. I like it for the quick grab, and it's just really light. It's amazing. So anyway, regarding joining my team, so there are 3 different options right now during Celebration, which ends February 28th. You can pay the normal starter kit fee of $99 plus tax. There is never shipping, so you're already saving 11%. This, during Celebration, you get to choose $175 of product. Woohoo! Love it. So that is $76 extra of product, which, in case you didn't remember or know, our starter kit is completely customizable. If it's orderable by you, like as in you can't order Celebration sets, you have to earn them as a customer. So Hostess sets, you can't choose these, but you can choose from the clearance rack, from the mini catalog, the full catalog. You completely choose. You could get a whole $175 of cardstock if you wanted, or anything. You could get the big machine if you wanted to go the cheaper, just the $99. You could get that, and then that would be $125. So you'd get to choose another $50 of product. Anyway, totally customizable. If you want, the other 2 options are if you want this machine, or if you just want the standard white and black one, you would pay $129 as opposed to $99. Basically, that's getting the machine half off. And then you'd still get to choose $175 of product. So cool options. I love that there are options, and I love new team members. So let me know if you are interested. Okay, so I showed you the owls, and I showed you the machine. Oh, I'm going to show you one more thing. I'm not using the stamp set. This is called Happy Labels. But why I'm showing you this is because it's bundled with a punch that I'm going to show you. It's a new tag punch. Sorry, I'm holding it up because all of the comments are down here, so I can't see it. So this is the tag punch. So I will show you more about this when I use it. So I'm going to put you down to do my stamping. Oh, I did ask somebody, Dot, thanks for saying that, but not a problem. I did ask somebody, or someone actually offered to help me with the door prizes, but I had so many door prizes. It was crazy. So much retired stuff. It was amazing. It was so much. So anyway, I did have helpers. Okay, so I'm going to put you down. Nothing personal. I'm physically going to put the camera down. Sorry. I'm just being a smart aleck. Okay, so I need to unbackward you, put you upside down. Sorry, I hate when I do this, but it's needed. And then I'm going to do this. I'm going to loosen it just a little bit so it goes a little more. Okay. Okay, so here I am. All right, so the next thing that I want to show you is this. I have pieces of everything, I think. So one of the things that everybody got, it's just appreciation, was a 4x6 stack of all of the pieces of, this is the Sale-a-Bration paper. It's called Dandy Designs. You have to spend $100 and you can get this thick, it's a, let's see, just a sec, I gotta think. It's a 4-pack amount of designer paper free with a $100 order. So so I'm just gonna go through, maybe I should do it up here so it's closer. I'm just gonna go through and show you the designs since I have them all here. Unlike last week, I don't think I had them. Sorry if it's too fast. I'm just trying to give you an idea. This is chevron, tiny little chevron lines. So they have like oranges and purples, and then they have blues and greens. So you kind of get, I just spit on one. You kind of get both colors of all designs kind of thing in this pack. Anyway, I adore this pack of designer paper, and I'm going to get started. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm actually going to stamp. I'm going to start one card, but I'm going to finish a first card, a different card. So I'm inking up my my birthday owl, and I'm using Memento because I will be using blends. That didn't ink up as much as I would like it to. I refilled this ink pad last night, and oh, that looks wetter. That's good. Okay. So you've heard the tip, right? That our cardstock is so exclusive it has two sides, right? I had a demonstrator. Well, I didn't just have a demonstrator trainer was stamping one time, and she was like doing a mock workshop, and she just used that. So I love it. So you have two chances to get your stamping right, usually. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside because I want it to dry. I have one stamped already for my other project. So, oh, that's the other thing that I'm using. So these are Enjoy the Journey note cards. I'm glad you like that, Dina. Note cards and envelopes. So here are this is one of the note cards. Sorry, I'm reaching right across the screen, but I guess I needed two hands for some reason. Okay, so here are the two different designs of note cards. In a pack, you get 20 of them, so 10 of each color. And I'm guessing that they were made also with the idea. So there's specific designer paper that goes with Enjoy the Journey. It's that sweet. But also, these are the colors of the designer paper pack from Sale-a-Bration. So, and then these are the envelopes. Got little stars on it. Okay. So I'm going to, this is Night of Navy. I'm going to put this all together right now. And mount it on here. So note cards and envelopes can make your crafting go so much quicker because you don't have to cut your cardstock. I mean, any layers that you want to put on it, you need to, but it's already cut. And in case you can't tell just by my hands, these are a little bit bigger. Just a sec, I'm going to grab I don't have the packaging. I'm going to grab this. So these are like 6 1/4 inches long or tall by 4 1/4. So it's still the same width, but it's taller. Okay. So now I'm going to set this aside for the moment. So I stamped here's another owl that I stamped. I wanted it to dry because I'm using the blends. And I'm going to use darker ones. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 different combinations of markers for my my owl. Just a sec. Because we were using these on Saturday, I needed to find different combinations so I had enough for every table. And so one that I decided that I liked was, these are from the tones, the natural tones blends. So this is SU 400 and SU 500. So one is a medium, one is a medium dark. So I'm going to just making sure that I know what I'm doing. I think that's the medium. And that's medium dark. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that that I had the right thing. So I'm going to use the medium around the eyes, around the face, and then the belly. Sorry, I should never plan projects for my lives when it involves coloring, because I can't talk and color at the same time. It's ridiculous. Okay, so just getting the face and belly. Then I'm going to do the darker one for the ears. Oh, I forgot to grab a lighter pink for the ears. I'll have to color the ears later. It's just a tiny little swipe to get it. Oopsie. Okay, so the other colors, I decided when I was planning these colors for all my tables on Saturday, I wanted enough of a contrast for it to look amazing, but also not look too dark or whatever. So I have all of the natural tones blends, but some of them were just way too dark. And it does take more concentration of color. Okay, so here's my owl. And yes, I did, I did, it is on here cockeyed, and it's for a reason. I'll show you in a minute. So I did, switch out. I didn't just go, okay, we're going to use crumb cake dark and crumb cake light. What I actually did, so there was more of a contrast for the belly and the face, and then the outer part of the face. If you didn't notice this Saturday, what I paired up was light. This was sort of how I went: light soft suede and light crumb cake, and then dark soft suede and dark crumb cake, and then these two colors I put together. That was how I did. Or if I had, some people use the Stampin' Right markers. I did crumb cake and soft suede. Anyway, so you can play with how dark or how light that you do these with the different colors that you have. If you just have like crumb cake blends, that's fine. But you can also like add more color, keep coloring on top of it to get it as dark as you want it. Okay, I need to do the eyes still. So this is just light balmy blue. Just want some light blue eyes. Okay. Now, oops, I forgot to make sure I have my scissors. I guess I'll do these. So now what I want to do, I actually want this on here like this. So before I put this down, I want to, I hope that this works right. I want to stamp the greeting. So the greeting that I'm going to use for this one says, "Hoot, hoot, you're so cute." Love it. So I'm going to put it here and hope that it fits on here correctly. Oh, yay. So there we have that. Okay, now I'm going to add, it wouldn't get started at first, so I made it go off onto the pad. That's why I use this silicone mat, because it helps me get it started if it won't start. So I want it to go like this. And with how I have my hoot hoot, I need to tip it more. Guess it's just going to be a little bit sideways. Okay, so now that I have that on there, I'm going to, oops, how do I have adhesive inside? What in the world? Silly. I don't know where that was. Okay, so I have it mounted, so I'm going to use my paper snips to cut this excess off here. Cute. Okay, now I just need to put a few embellishments. So I've been loving, and now I have a bunch because I had one for every table. I have been loving these adhesive backed Milky Dots. So, and I've used it on a few different projects. It's amazing. So there's white, petal pink, night of navy, and mango melody. So I'm going to use the night of navy on here. And I'm going to do it on this side so don't keep reaching across. I'm going to pick up a big one. I think I'm going to do a few more on this. There. Isn't he cute? Hoot, hoot, he's so cute. Thanks for sharing. Okay. So now I need to Well, I'm going to start with, I guess, I'm going to use my Mini Boss. So my one issue that I have with the Mini Boss, I love the portability, but the one issue that I have is sometimes you have to, I'm going to show you. When you put it in, when you feed it in, you often will need to have this plate go in first, or it just needs, it needs extra. You just don't have quite as much leverage with this. So I need to make sure that I have my die tipped sideways, because it did not like going hard against a straight edge. That was just another thing that was too hard to go through. So I'm going to make sure that this tip is tipped here. Turned. Is that something? I don't know what word I want to use. I'm going to put this in here and hopefully this works right. Well, I certainly can't do it on paper. That's not working. So it's weird. I went from using this mini one to using the big one last night. And it's just so strange how big of a difference there is between this, how much this rotates, how much of a circle that you go in when you use the mini as opposed to the full size. But I love the portability. And okay, so just in case you don't know this, yes, definitely slight angle. So did you know that these fold up? Like, you totally have a little purse. The big one does also, but this purse is way cuter. All right. I'm just going to leave my die here. I'm going to leave that all together. So yes, definitely at a slight angle. You need to not go straight edge at it with this die. Okay, so I'm going to color this one. So now for this one, I'm going to use, I should start with light colors. I want to color the hat. So this is the card base that I'm working with. And so I'm going to bring in, there's no purpley in here, but I just wanted to add purpley. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to start with, this is Calypso Coral. Fresh Freesia. Just wanted to add another color so it wasn't just all oranges. Mango Melody. Calypso Coral. Fresh Freesia again. So these colors that I just put together are definitely, like in this piece, they're all together in this piece, but there isn't the Fresh Freesia in this. I just added it. Okay. I'm gonna do the beak again and the feet. Oops. Oh, I just ruined my tip. I stuffed it in the wrong place. It doesn't help being in a hurry. I always feel like I have to hurry when I color. That's part of why I don't like demoing coloring. Okay, so now this time we're going to go with, this is the light crumb cake and light soft suede. So I'll show you, I'll pull them back so that I'm showing you them together again. So you can see the difference. Obviously you can choose, you can be totally, sometimes I have a hard time with this, but you totally don't have to try to go with what's in nature. You can make your owl green if you want to. I sometimes struggle with that. Like when it's something of nature, especially if it looks real. It's not just a cartoon thing. I know this is more cartoony, but like with flowers, I'm like, would there really be a blue rose? Or I just struggle with that sometimes. Or butterflies. Is this kind of butterfly really this color? You know what? It's art. You do what you want. Okay, so that was light crumb cake. This is light soft suede. So I'm going to get up on the ear. And I don't know if you've ever noticed before, but I rarely use the fine tip on blends. I don't care how tiny of a spot that it is that I need to get into. I just love the tip of the brush tip end of the blend. I do not like the fine tip. It just evens everything out, makes there no lines. Okay, so I'm going to pull this one back in so you can see the difference in the browns. See, so you have lots of options that you can do. Okay. I guess I should have done this more centered. I thought I was wanting to do, oh, it'll fit. It'll fit. I am going to do It's Your Day on here. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a purpose for it, and there are some people who, when they're getting into a tiny spot, I guess we're going sideways. And I'm going to need to, you know what, my pen's right here. I'm using my pen to finish this. Because there's no way I was going to get this by trying to stamp it again. I'm not using the Stamparatus. Sometimes I can eyeball, but not for words like this. Okay, so it's your day. And now we're going to put the card together. So, but first, I need to do these ends. So this is the designer paper that I'm using. Is this how I wanted it? I want this. That's how I want it. Okay. So here's where the punch comes in. So this, can you see these different ends that you can get? This looks like a ticket one. This looks like a scallop edge, a tiny little scallop. I don't know if you can see that right. So the cool thing about these punches is you have 3 levels here that you can do. So it's made so, I mean, you can do more, but then you have to sort of center it yourself. But you can do as skinny as a 1/2 inch. The next level is 3/4 inch, and the top level is 1 inch. So I'm going to do the 1 inch first. I'm going to do both ends. So when you do this, you want to cut, let me see. I'm going to look on a paper trimmer. Okay. So when I cut my, we're just going to go with 2 inches. When I cut my 2 inch, I don't know if you can even see that. Assume this is 1 inch, because that's what I cut this to. But when I wanted to cut my 1 inch wide square, I didn't want to go right on the line or over. I wanted to go just inside this line. You want to go just tinier than the 1 inch, because then it can, look, it can just lay right here. Otherwise, you're trying to, like, fit it down in. So you want to lay it on here and slide it all the way in. And then you can punch it. Look how cute that is. I love it. And then lay it on here again. Slide it all the way in. Punch. So I got, this one is the 3/4 inch. Sorry, sometimes it's hard to tell where, if you're all the way in. Got it. So remind me when I'm at the end, or maybe I should remind me when I'm using my adhesive. I have a tip for you that is really important about your adhesive. Okay, now this one I didn't quite cut. See how I have to sort of squish it in here? I didn't quite cut it just inside the 1-inch line. So it's just a little bit harder to get centered and to get pushed in there. Should have had at least one of these pieces done. That wasn't very thinking ahead. Okay, so all of these have this cute end now. So you can get these separately. They're either $23 or $24, I think. But if you get them as a bundle, then like all of these sayings in this Happy Labels that goes with it, they would fit on one of these. Quite a few of them might need the 1-inch for sure, but anyway, it's a fun bundle to give it a fun look. So what I want to do with these is I'm going to put adhesive on the back is what I'm going to do. All right, so I don't forget, I'm going to tell you my tip. Okay, so for adhesive, you have to use the silicone mat when you're using our seal adhesive. It helps you so much so that this will work the way that you want it to. Even when you do it this way. So like I'm going to start off if I have any sort of problem, I start off onto the silicone mat rather than just putting it on my designer paper or the paper. That helps you keep this rolling, and it helps you not get, sorry, I call them boogers, when you're done here. The thing is, you still end up with them. I'm going to show you. So this is how we refill this. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to try to show you. So there's this little booger thing right here. It's really, really, really important for you to pay attention to that if you have it, and certainly to peel it all out on both sides, because there's two parts to this. This part where it goes into, it's like right above where this is running off. Both of these parts, you need to clear this off, especially like if you're having any kind of problems with it, if it's not going on the way you want it to, pull it apart and clean this off. And do it when you're switching cartridges. Like this one of mine it's almost done. And if you don't do it when you're switching cartridges, then whatever problems you may have been having with the last roll, you're going to have on this same roll, on the next roll, the new roll. Somebody recently said to me, well, I just changed this. I just put a new one in, but they didn't clean off up here. And so it just keeps, like the bigger it gets, it's just going to keep like hanging on to anything that might get near it. Does that make sense? So check your spot here. Clean this out if you're having any kind of problems, and for sure when you start a new roll, because otherwise, see, it wouldn't go that time. So I go off my mat, or I keep saying off my mat. I have to go onto my mat off my designer paper to get it going sometimes. If I have, and a lot of times that happens because you caught adhesive. You made boogers from the last time you did it. Okay, so we're going to put these on the card. Okay, one is going to go like over here. Or do I want to do it this way? I want to do it this way. So I'm sort of making it go back and forth a little bit. I don't want them to be completely all in the same. I want them to have their own position on here. I don't want them to be all lined up or all one end or whatever. Now this is going to go I forgot to have dimensionals here. I didn't lose them this time. I forgot to have them here. Let's see if I have minis. We're going to use the minis today. So I'm going to peel off the edge. That'll be better. Okay. All right, so I have this here. It's your day. Okay, so it looks a little lopsided to me. So we're going to even it out with some dots. So I'm going to put some that are the mango. Some that are the petal pink. Oops. Sometimes I can't get this picked up with this. I must need to clean this off. All right. So if this isn't working, if it's not doing the picking up that you want to do, break it off with your fingernail and then twist it to get more through. Then I always untwist a little bit so doesn't keep pushing it through. All right. So I have this on my finger already, so I'm just going to put this here. I'm going to pick up another one. There, that picked up better. I don't really know where I want to do. I'm going to do a couple more here. So I can't have 6. So I need 7. Whoopsie. So here's my card. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I want to tell you. I can't think. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. Okay, so I'm done stamping, so I'm going to put you guys back up. So I'm going to upside down you, put you backwards again, lift you up, and that's good enough. Okay, so here is my last one that I did. So I used both the mango and the petal pink milky dots, and then here is the one that I did with the, let's see, it's balmy blue and mint macaron. And then I'll show them both together. See the different browns that you can use for depending on what blends that you have. You just choose one that you like. Okay. I'm so glad you made new friends. That makes me so happy. I still haven't done my hostess appreciation post yet. But I, so I, for hostess appreciation, I had everybody take pictures, or, I mean, whoever wanted to participate, take pictures. And so I said that they needed to do like a table picture with their table mates and a picture with somebody new that they met and somebody that they see every year at hostess appreciation and different stuff like that. So Jamie and Marlene sat together. That makes me happy that you are friends now. So I started that post, and then my website started giving me a problem with pictures, like I needed to clear my cookies or something. So then I'm like, okay, I got to make dinner, and then haven't been back to it since. Let's see. Okay, so I used Sale-a-Bration stuff today. I used the designer paper. I used the owls. I used the machine, which is only for when you sign up to be a demonstrator. You can choose that option. I mean, you can choose the white one anytime. You can buy that. But the blue one, you need to choose as a new demonstrator. So Sale-a-Bration is going through the end of February, February 28th. But it's certainly possible that things could sell out. I have no idea what. You just never know. So make sure that you get all your wishes early, and also remember two things. If you want to come to retreat, there's 2 spots left, and you have until those 2 spots are gone, or February 1 to do that, to register. The other thing is make sure that you share my video, so then and then come back and tell me that you did, so I can add you to my randomizer next week when I go to give away these 2 projects. Thank you so much for joining me today. I always have fun with you. So thanks for joining me. And I will be here again next week. I do have something. This is totally way in advance, but I do have February 15. I will not be live. So I will give you a warning when that happens. So, but otherwise, I will see you next week. Thank you for joining me. Have a good day. Bye.